on what you gonna do. I don't depend on you. Don't need nothing on you. Don't need nothing on you.
Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls. Welcome to tonight's matchup for the Louisburg Hurricanes. Petey Doris, Craig Green here, bringing you coverage to tonight's matchup. The Louisburg Hurricanes 1-0, matching up with the Patrick Henry Patriots, who are 0-1. Craig, welcome aboard. You know, it took like you said, 1 point, but I tell you, it was the athleticism of the team for the Hurricanes, the conditioning that got them in that victory, because they were down majority of the first half. I mean, it was a back and forth battle after the first 10 minutes, and you know, it takes freshman sensation, the 6'5" forward, Donovan Majette, that stepped up. He stepped up in the first half. In the second half, he really wasn't much of a key factor, but he did have that winning basket with just 10 seconds left on the clock. Yeah, he finished the night with 19 points in that game. But, you know, going up against Patrick Henry, the Patriots, who are down here from Martinsville, Virginia, they played Guilford Tech 2 nights ago and lost pretty handily in that game. But they're coming in, and they're trying to get their first win of the season. It could happen tonight, but Louisburg Hurricanes are trying to start the season off 0-2, 2-0. You know, PHCC the other night also, Braylon Gray. I mean, he basically had the green light the other night against Guilford Tech on the road, put up 19 shots in that game. You know, we're going to go ahead and send it to commercial break. We're less than 29 seconds away from starting here inside the Roger G. Taylor Arena. Petey Doris, Craig Green will return right after a word from our sponsors. You're listening to Louisburg Sports Network, presented by High Level Media.
What you gonna do? I don't depend on you. Don't need nothing on you. Don't need nothing on you. Don't need nothing on you.
If he plays anywhere like he did the other night in that game, we got a great game here for the Louisburg Hurricanes tonight. You know, you got Majette, you got Braswell, you got Isaiah Smith, Robbie Knox. Expect him to step up tonight. He had a great game on the defensive side of things against Virginia Peninsula. And then our returning sophomore to 6'7" out of Fayetteville, Nehemiah McDonald. You hear his name enough tonight. The other night he really wasn't effective in that game, Craig, but his free throws definitely prevailed to make the Louisburg Hurricanes step up and get that win. Yeah, right now tonight's jerseys and officials are Chase Furlow, Jeffrey Pritchard, Todd Murray, and the jersey colors tonight for the Louisburg Hurricanes. They are in their blue and whites, and the Patriots are in their away yellow and black white numbers. We're just about to get underway here from Louisburg. 20 minutes on the clock. And here we are, Louisburg with the first possession. PD Norris, Craig Green. Make sure you follow us on our X as and I tell you, the first shot was off the mark, and here come the Hurricanes on defense. Oh, nearly got a walk right there, but putting it on the floor, and he getting off the first shot and getting an offensive board. But Hurricanes cannot let PCC get extra shots. The first free throw and the first points tonight's game belongs to Nolan Prince. Second free throw is perfect. Nolan Prince in that game the other night, he is 2 for 3 for the charity stripe. Louisburg gets her first opportunity, and who was it? Donovan Majette from 18. Going straight to the cup. Great defense collapsing by Majette, but his shot was off the mark for Davis. Hurricanes facing a tight man defense, and 18-footer, you can count it for Braswell, and that's his first bucket. Hurricanes lead 4-2. Davis gives it up and going on the baseline, trapped off. Shots blocked. Nice attempt by William Jones. McDonald splits the defenders and goes up. And McDonald with his first field goal of tonight's game. And a three, answering back the Patriots. You hear the bench of Patrick Henry trying to get loud like Virginia Peninsula was just the other night. They saw that was a distraction. Knott goes inside, and Majette once again with 4 of the team's 8. We got our first timeout by Patrick Henry, but Craig, the way this game is starting off, both teams getting plenty of opportunities offensive side, not a lot of defense so far. You definitely have to be one step ahead of your defender in this game if you plan on capitalizing on the offensive side, but you definitely don't want it, like you said, stagnant. You need to come down. If you got a man advantage, give it to him. Give it to him and let him go up strong, just like they did. They pushed it ahead to Nehemiah, and on a mismatch, Nehemiah had the advantage and put up 2. Patriots coming out at a timeout. Get across the timeline, looking inside. And I tell you, that's Nolan Prince's 4th point, and they're within 1, 8-7. Knox gives it up. Braswell for 3, and it's all day butter plate toast. Looking inside and nothing there. Gray gives it up. Baseline, nice spin. Turnover. Knox spins. Kiss off the window, draws the foul. He'll head to the line to shoot 2 for the Patriots. Correction, for the Hurricanes. Knox gets a love from the back of the iron. Knox in the first game had 8 points in his first collegiate game. Free throws off the mark, but Majet's putback is not there. Coming down with it is Prince. Prince setting a screen. Kokobobo. Gray kicks it, and he steps right on the sideline. Gray had the vision of a point guard to see his wide open man in the corner, but he didn't feel comfortable taking that shot. It's the easiest shot on the court, Craig, other than a layup. Braswell, McDonald. Couldn't get away from his defenders. Back out to the corner. 3. No. Rebound fighting for it. And it stays right with the Hurricanes. Braswell comes into Majet, driving, and doesn't need a window on that one as he flashes his 6 point tonight. They doubled up the Patriots' biggest lead so far. Gray to the corner. 3, wide open, misses. Majet with the rebound. Hurricanes with an advantage here, leading by 7. No one cutting. The 3, wide open. Nehemiah McDonald, 5 points from the field so far in this game. It's bloomed to a 10-point lead. We got our first media timeout, 15:35 left. Craig, we have a lot of action this weekend right here at Louisburg. We have the 401 Classic. It's the 4th annual. Saturday, starting off at 12 o'clock, we have Wake Tech and Florida State Junior College. And then 2 o'clock, we have right here on Louisburg Sports Network, Louisburg versus Howard. And then the men's game at 4 o'clock, they welcome in Camp Community College. And then on Sunday, we got 2 more games. Wake Tech play Howard, and Louisburg will match up against Florida State. But, a lot of action this weekend. That's how we like this. The beginning of the season is always bam, bam, bam. Thank you, man. We definitely got that, We want to make sure you guys keep this stream free. If you want to scan the QR code on your screen or text Roll Canes to 44321 to give today. Help us keep the stream free for Hurricanes fans. Thank you for supporting Louisburg College athletics. It's Patrick Henry come out with the ball, 15:35 left out of the media timeout. Barrett drives, kicks it. 3 off the side of the iron. Coming down with the rebound was Braswell. He goes ahead to Smith, and his shot is missed. Smith had a great opportunity to bloom this lead to 12. Air ball to 3, but right there to clean up the rebound. Who else was it but William Jones? Patrick Henry stopped the 3 minutes of bleeding. And Donovan Majette continues to climb back up to a 10-point lead. Kid to the corner. Jones sinks to 3, and that's Jones's second 3 tonight. Nice ball movement by the Hurricanes. Loose man defense for the Patriots. Knox wanting it in the corner. With 15-footer. Cash money right there. (21-12). Jones drives on the baseline and puts up a nice little jump shot underneath. Nice head fake, baseline jumper. 4 straight points from a man that wears number 15, Julian Lavelle. I like that by the defense for the Hurricanes. Braswell collapsed in on the backside of that lob. Could have easily stole it for Nolan Prince, but Prince caught it and went straight up. Braswell was right underneath of it if he would have missed it. Barrett gives it up. Gray for 3. Right there to clean it up, Robbie Knox. Look at a lead pass. Great vision by Isaiah Smith to find Julian Lavelle, but the pass was a little bit behind him, and I believe that pass was behind him, Craig, was because Isaiah Smith couldn't pass right-handed, had to go left-handed, and that's where the pass was deflected and out of bounds. It goes right to the Patriots. That's just careless of where you're at on the court. At this level, that's something you hardly see. I'm sure Jason Kidd's never made that mistake before in the NBA. Smith driving, great defense, finds the cutting man, and Torrey Brown unable to hold the rock. Coco Lobo gets the feed and a miss. Right in the hands of Lavelle. Brown hustling up the court in the neon green shoes. Coco Lobo draws, I thought he drew the jump ball, but he did have him on the wrist. Miss an easy shot. It's Torrey Brown. Supposed to be made, that's why they're free. Goes 50% on that trip. .12-minute mark, 8-point deficit. Biggest tonight's 10, and we've seen that twice, 17-7 and 19-9. Multiple opportunities on offensive board. You know, with an 8-point lead, we've seen it as much as 10 tonight twice. At a 15:39 mark, it was 17-7. They kept it for about a minute there at 10, expanded it 19-9. Right now, it's 24-6. We got a 6-4 run for the Patriots. You know, he did at the beginning of the huddle, he really didn't look like he's very happy what he's seeing so far. With 11:44 left, you up by 1. This is your home court. You got to secure the home court.
That's right. I mean, we're still talking about 31 minutes and 44 seconds left in the ball game as a whole. But yes, it's every single play. Even though the next play doesn't go real well, you got to wash it out to the next one. But you got to have more positive plays and negative plays.
A lot of ball movement so far for Patrick Henry. Out of the timeout, cleaning the avenues up for Kidd, and he'll kick it to the corner. 3 and another opportunity, but right there to strip it was Robbie Knox. And we have a foul, and coming out with a foul is going to be on Barrett on the reach. Yeah, coming to the game, Nehemiah McDonald-Majette checks back in along with James Harris. James Harris, the other night in the game, only had 3 points in that win, the freshman out of Cleveland High School. Majette. Got 20 on the shot clock. Hurricanes come into play. Nehemiah puts it on the floor. Shot, rims out, fighting, and it will go with Patrick Henry. It's the best way they can trap off the Patriots, but they don't want to give up the defense on the back end, and dropping his shoulder and going up. But he gave it up was Jace Barrett, but he dropped the shoulder, act like he was going to lean in on Nehemiah and try to draw the foul. And Ball stays right with the Patriots. 11:01, 8-point lead. No buckets in the last minute and 34. Patriots moving the ball around the perimeter with 11 on the shot clock. Someone needs to move. Kokomoto goes up, and he travels. Definitely has a wide build for a smaller basketball player. Brown for three. Leave him open. He'll make you pay all day. Back to a double-digit lead for the Hurricanes. Driving, Euro step, kiss off the window, and Kidd with his flashiness here in the first half. .16 on the shot clock. Driving, forcing up a shot. Couldn't get a call. Here come the Patriots in transition. Nearly turning it over. Out of control on the baseline. It goes right off of Majette. Ball stays right with the Patriots. 27-18. If you're just joining us, the Hurricanes fell behind early 2-0, but it weren't long until they got their first bucket, and then they put 6 straight on the board against the Patriots. They led 8-5, and then with 15:39 left, the lead blew to 10. That's where we stood, 17-7. It's been all Patriots since the 18:02 mark with multiple possession lead. Braswell goes baseline. Wow. It brought everybody to the floor. Great penetration. Trying to answer back on the opposite end with just easy layup was Davis. So Hurricanes with the ball, 29-20. Braswell. Flashing was Majette, 17-footer, no. Big rebound for Prince. Trying to find Prince. As Kidd was cutting, Prince was on that left block. Turnover. Braswell wants the same thing again. He'll pull up for three. Couldn't connect. Barrett going coast to coast. Switches hands, layups missed. Majette with the rebound. Majette with numbers. Nehemiah McDonald leans in, draws the foul, no whistle. And they push it ahead to Barrett. His layups contested, but not enough defense by Cameron Barnes. And the lead's to 7, 29-22. Majette got distance like Steph Curry. Ooh, nearly traveled right there. three. And if you give William Jones a chance, he's just like Braylon Gray. Patrick Henry on a 5-0 run in the last minute and a half. After the dunk, they've been on a roll. Leads cut within 2 possessions. We're going to take a break. You're listening to Louisburg Sports Network, presented by High Level Media.
I don't depend on you. I don't depend on what you're gonna do. I don't depend on you. Don't need nothing on you. Don't need nothing on you.
Welcome back to the Roger G. Taylor Arena. PD Doors, Craig Green here. Craig, a 5-0 run for the Patriots. Coach Bagwell in the huddle. Our cameraman, Avon Thomas, out there trying to get the scoop and see what Coach Bagwell is telling his men. After that dunk, that's where the whole transition started for Patrick Henry. Patrick Henry's fell down by as many as 11. It's a 9-2 run in the last 5 minutes. The only bucket was the dunk that went baseline. Zerb here cleaning up water that's on the court. So Patrick Henry be defending the ball for the Hurricanes. Braswell finds Majette. 3 on the way, and it's a long 2. They said his foot was on the line. 31-25. Lavelle was the man that cleaned up the missed shot, but I tell you, Braswell had multiple defenders on him as he went up, but it was a great try, but that's why your teammate bails you out. Back to an 8-point advantage. Smith tries to put a man on the poster board, but the rim denied it. Nice look from 3, and great box out by Braswell to stop him from getting another opportunity. (33-25), 6:14 and counting. Move the ball around the perimeter. No one is cutting through the paint for the Hurricanes. 13 on the shot clock. They'll put up a 3. Brushes the iron. Patriots with the rebound. Barrett goes around the screen by Prince and wanted to feed Prince, and Prince wasn't paying attention. Mismatch Prince, double team, back out. 12 on the shot clock. 3. Prince with the rebound. No. Bats it right to Lavelle. Lavelle says, I'll kick it. Knotts in the corner. Just like that, Knotts picks up his first 3 tonight. Ten-point advantage. Wraps around and comes back out. .16 on the shot clock. Inside to Prince. And he's fouled by Majette. The official didn't look like he wanted to call the foul. It was not, I don't think it affected his shot. Prince trying to complete the and one. Could not get it to fall. Majette with the big rebound. Hurricanes moving faster. Majette wide open at the top of the key. Nothing but black jerseys down low. Kidd trying to crisscross the young man up. Drawing the foul. 9-point advantage, Hurricanes way. If you're just joining us, it's been a hurricane tonight hit inside the Roger G. Taylor Arena. Category 3 storm coming through, trying to knock the Patriots to an 0-2 start. But the Patriots are staying in the contest with multiple offensive boards. And missed shot. The foul is going to go against William Jones, which will send Isaiah Smith to the line. Put it in a Thanksgiving turkey. You know, Isaiah Smith attempted 11 free throws in game 1. He is 6 for 11 in the first game. Finished with 21 and a 1-point win the other night against Virginia Peninsula. Lavelle went to collapse on the big man and got the turnover. Smith from the corner. A big rebound. But Knox was going up with the rebound, but was underneath the goal. Not sure if they'll count that, but it's a great move. Slicing through the defender was Kidd. We got 3:58 left, 9-point advantage. Patrick and Henry will shoot one as soon as we return. You're listening to Louisburg Sports Network, presented by High Level Media.
On what you gonna do? I got the back on you. Don't need nothing on you. Don't need nothing on you. Don't need nothing on you. I don't depend on you. I don't depend on what you.
If you're looking to support the Hurricanes this season, scan here or text Roll Canes to 44321 to give today. Help us keep the stream free for the Hurricanes fans. Thank you for supporting Louisburg College athletes here in Louisburg. PD Doors Craig Green here. What a great night for basketball, Craig. A lot of back and forth basketball right now. The Hurricanes been up multiple times by double digits, but the Patriots fighting back. They've been within 2 buckets at 29-25, but right now the Hurricanes working on a 9-4 run in the last 2.5 minutes. Eight-point lead, 3:55. Braswell calls out. Trying to clean up the paint. Majette, double team. Someone's open. Smith. That shot right there, Craig, looks flawless for the young man. Off-balance shot for William Jones. I'm not even sure how he was fouled. I mean, he went to put the body up when he across his body. There was no foul. It was just not a great shot out there, you know. But I tell you, when you got an official on the baseline, 2 on the sideline, and everyone in the paint, it's hard to see. From our vantage point here on the baseline, you know, the ball does not lie, as we saw right there. 40-30, 3:18 left. PD Doors Craig Green here. Tonight's broadcast is presented by High Level Media on Louisburg Hurricane Sports Network. Knox will stand in for his first free throw. Makes the first, back to a 10-point lead. Missing a free throw. Man's all over the court with that dislocated finger. 41-31 inside of 3 minutes of the first half. Patrick Henry need to get it in, and they got it in, but to the white jersey, ahead, and lays it in, but right there to clean it up was Lavelle, and Lavelle, no, correction, it was Cameron Barnes with the cleanup. And Majette gets the steal. It's a 14-point lead, biggest lead tonight. Barrett trying to cross up. Barnes drives. Shots deflected. Hurricanes pushing the ball up. Braswell gets a strip, stays right with it, hands it off to Lavelle. Lavelle, and we have a foul. The whistle and the whistle was blown on Kidd. He picks up his second foul of the first half.
Kid tried to trap and draw a jump ball that time against Lavelle, but he was there just a half a second too late. Lavelle was in spin. He felt the pressure coming. Too much contact by Kid. All the momentum in this first half for the Hawks, it was fun to fight that as well too. We're still seeing some of the same things we saw. Kind of in the first half for the Hurricanes. Having a really hard time guarding him because he's long. He's not going to have to feed him. That being said, Vail in the far end too.
Hurricanes up by 15. This is the biggest lead tonight. Standing in for the second free throw here, Lavelle. Coming off of the bench, makes both. (47-31). Hurricanes nearly had a turnover there. 14 on the shot clock. Jones, baseline, stops. Shots blocked by Majette. 3-on-1. And the Hurricanes with an and one. Defense going to offense just like that, Craig. Really picks it up here, and the Hurricanes extend the lead to 18. He'll stand in for an old-fashioned and one. Makes it. (50-31). Prince gets the lob and a kiss off the window. Well, every time they go inside to him, someone, camping out on that baseline tries to trap him off, but you don't want to give up the foul either because he's within one step of the basket. Lavelle driving, draws the foul, and the foul is going to go against Kendrick Davis. .109 left, 50-33 at halftime. Craig's going to catch up with Coach Bagwell and see what's going to be the pet talk in halftime and what he likes about this second half so far. Making both free throws. (52-33). And Davis couldn't get a shot. With numbers, Barnes misses. Black jerseys with the rebound. Perkins inside of a minute. Jones draws the foul. It'll be Majette with the foul. 18-point lead for the Hurricanes as the substitutions checking in. Del Grosso checks in for the Patriots. Nice crowd on hand here at Louisburg College, making both free throws. Back to 17-point lead. Forcing up the shot. Could not fall for Braswell. Davis trapped off and swung on by the tree limbs of Lavelle. One second separates shot clock and the game clock. Shot clock's off now. 25 seconds, final shot. Can the Hurricanes push it to a 20-point lead, or will we stay at 17? Majette for the wing, no. Long rebound. Going up off the side of the backboard, and that's going to take us halftime. 52-35. We're going to step away. If you want to look to support the Hurricanes this season, scan here, text, roll Canes to 44321 to give today to the Hurricanes. We got Craig standing by on the baseline with Coach Bagwell, and we're going to see what Coach Bagwell has to say with the first half. If you want to go ahead and take it away, Craig.
All right, with Coach Brian Bagwell. Coach Bagwell, first half, what did you think about the tempo? What did you think about the ball movement in the first half?
I thought the tempo was good. Every time we had exchanges and handoffs, the ball pinged around the perimeter. What I didn't like is they were able to have tempo and go right down the middle of the floor. We got to push them out of the elbows, get them on the outer third.
34 for the Patriots. He's causing a problem down low. How do you get him boxed out to get some more defensive rebounds?
I think we need more ball pressure. As told Donovan, if he stands on the block, then their 34 can't.
Thanks, Coach. Back to you, Petey.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, as you heard right there, Craig with Coach Bagwell, as you got to put Donovan Majette down there, but I tell you, Craig, if you put Donovan Majette down low on that block, you got to make sure Donovan Majette does not foul out, because that's what they'll start to do. They'll start to get a grasp of what the Hurricanes are doing, and if they do that, they're going to work the ball down low to try and get us in foul trouble.
That's right. And, you kind of have to be judicious with who you have in the game and who's going to
All right, we're going to take a break here. We're going to come right back here, 13-25 halftime. Hurricanes lead by 17. We'll be right back with stats, facts, and figures of the first half after a word from our sponsors.
you. Don't need nothing on you. Don't need nothing on you. Don't need nothing on you. What you gonna do? I don't depend on you. Don't need nothing on you. Don't need nothing on you. Don't need nothing on you.
Welcome back. Halftime here in Louisburg, 52-35. The Hurricanes holding the command of the ship right now against the Patriots. You know, Petey Doors, Craig Green here. Craig, a lot of first half. We've seen it. Patriots, you know, they're running up and down the court with the Hurricanes well. You know, the Hurricanes hasn't shot a lot of free throws, but they've shot more free throws other than the Patriots. But the Patriots, just, you know, they're getting more chances at offensive shots than the Hurricanes. Yeah, we had one tie in the first half. We're knotted at 2. And then the biggest Hurricanes lead is 17, obviously where we're at right now, 52-35. But I tell you, the Patriots fought back, got back within 4 at 29-25. They were, at that time, they're on an 8-0 run on the Hurricanes. Coach Bagwell calls a timeout, regroups his troops, and comes out. And I tell you, that's when it got electrified after inside of 8 minutes in the first half. Yeah, I mean, like you said, Jones, he's pretty much perfect for the charity stripe. He's 4 for 5. And Prince, inside, the Hurricanes need to take it off. Like Coach Bagwell said, you asked him a great question. What is he going to do to stop the man? They have to keep Donovan Mitchell down there. Donovan Majette down there on that baseline and to stop the big man. You take his 10 points off, we've doubled him up even worse. All right, ladies and gentlemen, we're going to take a quick break and come right back here. You got 3:28 left, and Craig's going to try to catch a word from Coach Malloy of the Patrick Henry Patriots. You're listening to Louisburg Sports Network, presented by High Level Media. Support the Hurricanes. Scan here or text Roll Canes to 44321 to give today. Help keep the stream free for the Hurricanes fans. Thank you for supporting Louisburg College Athletics. Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. Craig is courtside with Coach Malloy of the Patriots. Take it away, Craig.
All right, with head coach Dan Malloy of Patrick and Henry, it's 17-point deficit. You can't get it all back in one fell swoop, but how do you plan to chip away at this deficit?
That's it. Just got to do it one possession at a time. I think we did a poor job closing out on the shooter, 0, 15, some of the other guys that could really knock it down. That's just it. A lot of teams that fail at erasing deficits, they try to get it all in one play, and that's the issue. You got to do it one play at a time. You got to do it together. You got to play hard. You got to get stops. And if our guys play hard, I think we can get it done. But it's going to take a good effort. Louisburg's a hell of a team.
Jones and Prince have carrying the team offensively in the first half. How do you plan to get other guys involved?
Just pure effort. It's got to be pure effort. It's got to be togetherness. That's it. Pure effort.
Thank you, Coach Malloy. Appreciate your time.
All right, Craig, like Coach said, got to chip it away. I mean, you got here, you put up 35 points, you gave up 52. You just got to chip it away one possession at a time. You can't get it all back. There's not a maybe eventually in 20 years there might be a, make a full court shot and might get 20 points, but not right now in this game. You got to get one possession time. You got to win on the boards, and you got to prevail in the second half if you plan on picking up your first victory. You don't want to fall to 0-2 on the season, but they're in danger right now on the road, losing by 17, 52-35. We're going to return. You're listening to Louisburg Sports Network, presented by High Level Media.
I don't depend on you. I don't depend on what you're gonna do. I don't depend on you. Don't need nothing on you. Don't need nothing on you.
Welcome back to Louisburg, North Carolina. PD Norris, Craig Green here. Clock set at 20. Patrick Henry with the ball, down by 17. They'll come out with their starters here in the second half. Looking inside, and they saw Nehemiah collapsing on the weak side. Goes inside. Prince travels. So does the good ones in the NBA, but he stays right with it and gets us another opportunity. And it's 52-37. Nehemiah McDonald with a long shot with numbers. The Patriots want a 4-0 run to open up the half. And just picking up that one was Ramel Warren. Now, "13-point lead. Long shot by Majette. Big rebound coming down for Davis. Ahead. Shots blocked. But he got him with a body. And he hit the floor hard. And Jones will pop up and come and shoot two. (52-39). 18:56 left.
Good basketball play, too, PD. The ball clearly basketball, so won't be
Makes the first free throw. .point lead, 8-0 run for the Patriots. Hurricanes held scoreless here in opening 1:11. Knox in the corner, southpaw three. Nothing but black jerseys down low. Jones, backcourt, no work the ball up, coming up the court. Off the dribble, off the elbow. First miss of the half. And Prince couldn't pull down a rebound. Sprint back in the backcourt. Prince getting back on defense. McDonald in the corner, yes, as he hits the floor right in front of his teammates. And that's the first bucket here in the second half. Knox nearly travels. Baseline outshot. No. Had a great look. Nothing fallen so far in this second half for the for the Hurricanes. 17:55 left and only 3 points. And I tell you, Prince did a perfect thing, got the defender right off his feet and was able to get him to jump up, and he took the second opportunity and got an easy two. McDonald for three, and that's a second three. He's got all 6 points in the half for the Hurricanes, and they back up to a 15-point lead. We saw him the other night. He only had one field goal in that winning game against VCCC. But he led the way on the free throw line, switches hands and goes up, and Majette couldn't pull down a rebound. Patriots with numbers. Leans in, draws the foul, and no bucket. Davis only with 2 points in the first half. Held scoreless here in the second as he attempts his first free throw tonight. If you're just joining us, support the Hurricanes. Text Roll Canes to 44321 to give today. 13-point lead, 4 points tonight for Davis. 2 for the charity stripe, 2 for the field. Majette trapped off 18 feet out. Knox. 12 on the shot clock. Smith goes inside to Knox. Back out. 4 on the shot clock. Smith to McDonald. Doesn't get a shot off, and we have a shot clock violation. Careless, careless, careless. Ten to 6 run into opening 3.5 minutes here of the second half. If you're just joining us, it's 52-35 at the break. Jones. And we have Prince with the foul off the ball as he put a wraparound on McDonald. Looking like some of that DWF wrestling. 58-45, 16-10, and counting. Braswell inside the Majette. Triple team and stays right with it. McDonald, 8 on the shot clock. Braswell to Majette. Back out. 3, no. And the Patriots with the rebound, and they turn it right over. And Majette, correction, that was Nehemiah McDonald, fouled by Prince. He'll shoot 2. Media timeout. This weekend, we have some action here, right here at Louisburg College in the 401 Classic, the 4th annual 401 Classic. 12 o'clock, Wake Tech and Florida State Junior College. And then at 2 o'clock, Louisburg Hurricane women will play Howard Community College right here on Louisburg Sports Network. Then the men will play at 4 o'clock as they match up with Camp Community College. And then Sunday, we got 2 more games. Louisburg at 2, matching up with Florida State Community College. It's Florida State College of Jacksonville, correction. And then Wake Tech and Howard at 2 o'clock. Craig, 58-45, just 13-point lead for the Hurricane. Coach Bagwell has to be drawing something up in the huddle right now, knowing you are getting outscored in the second half, 10 to 6. Nehemiah McDonald will stand in for 2. He's made all free throws tonight so far. It's 4 for 4. It's 13 points tonight for Nehemiah. 60-45, 15-point lead. Patriots taking a baseline. Nice defense by Knox. And they're letting it play. The whistle is swallowed here. Cocomelo goes up. Kiss off the window of Prince. His putback is off the mark. Spinning away, Smith finds Braswell. They'll move it out to Majette for 3. No. Prince fighting with Nehemiah, and we got a jump ball. Yeah, it felt like the air got sucked out, and, as a hurricane goes by, takes all the air out, and then all of a sudden when it goes by, it just blows it in. Knox with the little baby hook. Jones in trouble. Barrett double teamed, puts up the shot. $15-point advantage Hurricanes way. They need to keep the throttle down. McDonald spin around on the baseline. Airballs it. Out of control. Offensive player was way out of control. I don't know how the Hurricanes pick up the foul. Majette was like the baseboard of it. He just, kept him from falling on the ground. Herrera checks in for the Patriots as Prince will have a seat. First free throw is good for Jones. 62-48. Here the cheerleading section here at Louisburg College. We got a 13-point lead for the Hurricanes. If I was Brian Bagwell, I definitely wouldn't be fouling him. Get back in this game quick with the clock stop. Robbie Knox turn around and for the elbow, missed. But there to clean it up, Nehemiah McDonald touches every part of the rim and falls through. It's Cocolobo's third foul, first of the second half. Robbie Knox getting that offensive board. That's the second offensive board for the Hurricanes in the last 2 possessions. 12 on the shot clock, no need to rush. Majette for 3, and Carrera with his first board. Jones double teamed, looking for help. Lobs it up for Barrett. Coco Lobo, no. And volleying and coming out with it, Lavelle. Lavelle with numbers. Lays it up and under. .5 lead, 66-51 after Jones's 9th straight point. Jones only had 4 in the game the other night against Guilford Tech. He's the man of the hour. Nice defense by the Hurricanes. Euro step, switches hands. It doesn't fall, but I tell you, Isaiah Smith had the right angle to put it up easy.
Defense right now is only by Louisburg. Look at this lead. It's ballooned back up to 18.
69-51. We're going to take it with him. You're listening to Louisburg Sports Network, presented by High Level Media.
I got the back on you. Don't need nothing on you. Don't need nothing on you. Don't need nothing on you.
Welcome back, 69-51. PD Doors, Craig Green here, Louisburg Sports Network, presented by High Level Media. 11:55, Louisburg with the ball. We had checking in Torrey Brown out of timeout. He's bringing it up for the Hurricanes here. Got Brown, Isaiah Smith, Majette in the game for the Hurricanes, and Isaiah Smith steadily climbs here in the second half. It's a 20-point lead. Blowing it about a category 3. Hurricanes whipping the ball around the perimeter. And we have a foul. And as he reached and held the man down was Jace Barrett picking up the foul. McDonald from the corner on inbound. Kisses off the window. Majette nearly trying to flush it home. Jones pulls it back, waits for his fellow offensive player spinning, and he travels. Was Davis as he traveled right in the hands of Cameron Barnes. And Hurricanes bring in James Harris. He'll check in for Isaiah Smith. Torrey Brown with 5 points in the last game, bringing it up. 3, leave him wide open, and James Harris, fresh legs off the bench, puts up 3 more, and we've got our biggest lead 74-51. McDonald powers between two Patriots, comes out with the king of the hour. Majette puts it on the ground, goes around Prince, draw and travel. I'll tell you that Euro step, not in doesn't really get called much, but he, like you said, he slid his foot. Out of control, Patriots turn it over. The officials. And it stays right with the Patriots as both officials meet up. He says off of White. Go into Prince. And Prince volley Majette. And we have it on the floor. And Majette picks up the foul on Prince. Knotts checks in for Majette. Patriots down by 23. And quietly, Kidd sinks two. It's a first bucket in 3.5 minutes for the Patriots. Hurricanes the swarming defense, and they let Jace Barrett get two more. Flat-footed rebound for the Patriots, working in transition, and Nehemiah picks up the foul on Jace Barrett. Kids cross-court pass. They'll whip it around with 17 on shot clock. Put up the three. Jones airballs the three. But putting it back up, Jones. And we have a whistle. And they'll call the foul on Jones. William Jones. You can hear the crowd talking about airball as Jones's shot was definitely away from the mark. Hurricanes 3 straight possessions, unable to connect. Could not get it to fall. And I'll tell you, James Harris, the man that was right there, that deflected, and Coach Bagwell calls a timeout. 74-55, 8:48 left. If you're looking to support the Hurricanes this season, keep the broadcast free, scan here or text Roll Canes to 44321 to give today. We'll return 74-55.
I don't depend on you. I don't depend on what you
Welcome back to Louisburg, to Roger G. Taylor Arena. PD Norris, Craig Green here. Craig looking inside the huddle. Coach Bagwell's not liking what he's seeing so far. Not converting on multiple offensive possessions. But right now, he's still got a big lead. It's 19, but it's not where it was. .848 left, 74-55. Patriots. Kendrell Kidd makes the first. First half at halftime is 52-35. The Hurricanes led by 17, but they bloomed it as far as 23 here in the second half. But the Hurricanes took a minute and 36 seconds until they scored their first field goal of the second half. And the Patriots walk out to a 6-0 run to start the second half. You can catch all Hurricanes basketball and all Hurricane sports right on Louisburg's YouTube page. Nice pass by Cocobello, but would not connect. Would have been Braylon Gray. The man had the green light the other night against Guilford Tech. Tonight he's hasn't got a lot of opportunities. Shots blocked. And that was pinned against the backboard was Nehemiah McDonald as he rose up and pinned Jones to the backboard. .758 left. Coach Malloy's not liking what he's seeing. He's called a quick timeout. Only down by 17. This is your opportunity to strike, and you got to strike fast because inside of 8 minutes, not a lot of time left. .74-57, Patriots come out of the timeout. Hurricanes. Coach Bagwell, next game is Saturday against Camp Community College, another D3 opponent in Region 10. This time of year, a lot of basketball around. The women make their home debut on Saturday in the 4th annual 401 Classic as they match up with Howard Community College at 2 o'clock on Saturday. But Florida State College out of Jacksonville matching up with Wake Tech in that first matchup. Knox free throw is off the mark, too hard. Back at iron. At 10:43 mark in the second half at 74-51. Knox makes the second. Back to an 18-point lead. Patrick and Henry, the Patriots put on these small little runs, and it's typically less than 6 to 8. Inside to Knox. Puts on the ground, finds Nehemiah, and he tried to put him on the poster board. You could have put William Jones right on that poster, just like Cooper Flagg did a couple weeks ago in the NBA. Right on the baseline. Nice little drop step, but he misses the first free throw. The second free throw is good. An easy bucket. One thing with Patrick Henry, you're not pressuring the ball after a made bucket. Down by 17. Backdoor cut was McDonald, hit baseline shots off the mark. Coming down with the rebound is Gray. Jones, kiss off the window, off the right side. 15-point lead. Barnes rattles out the three from the corner. Had a nice look, wide open. Cocabella putting the body down and gets his pockets picked by Cameron Barnes. McDonald forces up the shot, trying to draw the foul. Knox nearly saves it. Ball will go with the Patriots. And checking in the game is Lavelle along with James Harris for the Hurricanes. Prince will have a seat for the Patriots as Barrett checks in for Prince. Gray with a green light. It's off of Braswell. Take flight on a 747 out of RDU. Baseline, nice shot, nice look. Couldn't fall, and Prince, the ball right off of Prince's hands. You see on the back door, cutting on there was Cameron Barnes. Majette with 10 on the shot clock. Driving. Barnes steps on the sideline and turns it over. Especially it's the side of the court there is not very big like you expect to anywhere around the perimeter. Shortest three, but the hardest one to drive on. Cross-court pass. Jones inside to Prince, and Prince picks up two more. 76-63, 5:07 left. Coach Bagwell calls another timeout. We're going to take it with him. You're listening to Louisburg Basketball, presented by High Level Media. Welcome back. If you're just joining us here, Louisburg College has been rolling all night, 76-63 over Patrick Henry. At the break, it was 52-35 with the Louisburg 17-point lead. They ballooned it to as many as 23 at a 10:43 mark in the half. And it's 76-63 right now. Kidd stands in for two. Kidd with 9 points tonight. Misses the first chance. Make it 10 points tonight for Kidd. 4:44 left. Play your lottery numbers. Hit the big one. Hurricanes with a Cameron Barnes, leave him alone. He'll put up a rainbow shot. 79-64, 15-point lead. In the corner, calling for 6-3, Mr. Jones. I'll tell you, Isaiah Smith had a nice turnaround jump shot. Majette ahead with numbers. He takes it himself, draws the foul. Braswell to the line. Don't knock the cameraman off his feet. And a timeout, 3:42 left. Don't go anywhere. Stay right here on Louisburg Sports Network. If you're looking to support the Hurricanes this season, go ahead and scan that QR code on your screen. Text Roll Canes to 44321 to give today. Help keep this stream free for Hurricanes fans. Thank you for the support of Louisburg College Athletics. PD Norris, Craig Green here. We'll be back here Saturday as we welcome in the Wake Tech Eagles and Florida State College of Jacksonville and Howard Community College and camp. We got basketball both days. Triple header on Saturday and a doubleheader on Sunday. Make sure you drink your hot tea and honey, Craig. Thinking about investing in some honey and lemon every basketball season. Just put it straight to the mouth. 81-67, 3:42 left. Hurricanes back to the court. The Patriots still drawing up the play. You know, it's like the Patriots come down, put up 2, and then the Hurricanes come down and put up 3. It's back and forth. Cannot erase the deficit if you're giving up just as many points. And Braswell makes the first of 2. We got a whistle, late whistle. So Davis was fouled from behind. And Patrick Henry, if he can quietly score buckets without the clock, like you said, it's where it can be made right here. (82-68). 14-point lead. Hurricanes just need to blow the ball around the perimeter and take the final shot as the seconds dwindle down. Cameron Barnes for a second three, and it's good. Got to keep the throttle on him. And I tell you, Jace Barrett had a nice drive on that baseline. Couldn't connect. Would have been nice for a triple play right there. Making a... (85-70). (15) with 2:40 left.
No need to rush here if you're Louisburg. You see Bagwell right now orchestrating, directing traffic, telling them to pull it back out.
With 2:19 left, 2 on the shot clock. Puts up the shot, and it doesn't fall, right in the hands of the Patriots. Trying to take it and step it into defensive lane, Cameron Barnes. 3, no, Barnes with a flat-footed rebound and goes up, draws the foul, but he travels.
Go figure. They get an offensive rebound, and it's a turnover, unfortunately. You know, Brian Bagwell, I talked to him earlier today, and we talked about the offensive rebounding being a problem. Today they did a little bit better job at it, but also their pressure, their ball tempo, their fast pace has given some trouble here to Patrick and Henry.
Patriots got a shot off, doesn't fall. Braswell tries to put another dunk down. McDonald picks it up. Another shot, no. Still fighting with 1:30 left.
It looks like Dan Malloy's going to call the dogs off here as they've got Akambi Agarabi in the game. Wearing number 24. So I think that's going to be it for Dan Malloy. I think he thinks the writing's on the wall. And maybe we'll see Bagwell do the same thing here pretty soon, pull some of his starters out.
As Knox checks in for Isaiah Smith. Hurricanes will improve to 2-0 on the season. Patrick Henry dropped to 0-2. Losing the other night against Guilford Tech. And tonight, dropping on the road also. 1:15 left. Majette, no.
Another newcomer to the game, Petey Uzoki Correa. He's going to go to the line for two. A little bit too aggressive by Knotts there on the loose ball. But again, this lead right here, I think this is more the style that Brian Bagwell wants out of the Hurricanes. Again, up tempo, moving the basketball, aggressive defense, high flying, knocking down shots.
The Patriots still fighting, down by 15 with just 1:05 left. Knox with the rebound. Making one of two, Carrera. You see Coach Bagwell. One shot. Take it down, 13 on the shot clock. Nehemiah, baseline, kiss off the window, 86. Make it 88.
And that should be the exclamation point right there on another W for the Hurricanes.
You know, down by 17 at halftime, the Patriots come out on a 6-0 run. They got within 11 before the Hurricanes hit a three. They're down 52-41. You know, they start off with what Coach Malloy said. You got to get one bucket at a time. There's not a 20-point shot, not a 15, not a 12, anything like that. Just got to slowly chop at it. They tried, but the Hurricanes just too dominant. The bench scoring for the Hurricanes helped tremendously tonight. Coming off the bench, James Harris coming in, contributing. Cameron Barnes with 2 threes. You know, Lavelle putting in minutes tonight into action. You know, Bagwell running those 9 players, 4 off the bench, really helps when it comes down to the wire like this. When all 9 players are putting up points, Craig, it's hard to stop unless you can match them.
The effort tonight was extraordinary, I think, by the Hurricanes, and I think again, we talked about the style of play that they want to show the world, and I think tonight was a much closer to Brian Bagwell's vision than we saw last Saturday. But again, the fun doesn't stop for the Hurricanes, Petey. I mean, you know, they've got more games coming up here, and you know, again, they got a busy weekend. Again, they got to get ready and turn around really quickly to take on Camp Community College this Saturday.
DJ Washington missing both free throws with 27 seconds left. As they always say, it's not over till the lady's singing. But I tell you, she's definitely humming how high and loud now.
Will the Hurricanes dribble it out here, or will the Patriots try to extend the game here by a little bit and see if they can squeeze out one more bucket? But it's been a heck of an effort. You know, Patrick and Henry, they were game, PD, but just not enough from them, not enough offense, not enough plays in the critical moments, and Louisburg College is going to come away with a victory.
2.9 on the clock. The Patriots will have the final shot, and they'll go to the corner, and the shot does not count. 88-71, the Hurricanes improve to 2-0 on the season. We're going to stay right here. We're going to close with some stats, facts, and figures. We'll be back. You're listening to Louisburg Sports Network, presented by High Level Media. Welcome back, Louisburg sports fans. Tonight's final score from the Roger G. Taylor Arena. Louisburg Hurricanes 88. Patrick Henry Patriots 71. PD Norris Craig Green here. Craig, what a great outcome for the Hurricanes. Patrick Henry coming up short. They fell down hard in the first half. Pretty much only had one tie through the whole game, and that was in the opening minutes. But they got on the board first, 2-0. Then the Hurricanes started the offensive slaying and put 88 right behind their first two. And, you know, Hurricanes jumped out to a 10-point lead, 17-7, with just 4.5 minutes off the clock in our first media timeout. Then the Hurricanes bloomed it up in the first half to as many as 17 where we were at halftime. But with 2:39 left, the Hurricanes were leading 45-31. In the final 2 minutes, Hurricanes put on a 7-4 run, and we stood at the break 52-35.
It was, I mean, pretty much, you know, from the beginning of the game, Hurricanes early and often, you know, I mean, there was a, you know, the first half was the best half for William and for Patrick and Henry. And again, they just weren't consistent enough in either half of basketball to keep up with the Hurricanes. You know, in the first half, we looked at, you know, Donovan Majette and Julian LaVale leading the way for the Hurricanes. In the second half, it was really Nehemiah McDonald who put his stamp on this ball game. 14 points in the second half for number 24 for the Hurricanes. And, you know, in the second half, it was the same thing for Patrick and Henry. Just William Jones and Nolan Prince, they were the catalysts for them all game long. Just not enough supporting cast for Dan Malloy's team. But, you know, again, it goes to show the style of play that, you know, we talked about it before, and it's a style of play that Brian Bagwell wants his team to execute, which is up-tempo, moving the basketball, sprinting up and down the floor on both sides of the ball, not just offense but defensively as well.
Yeah, and you know, like you said, you know, this was a big breakout game for Nehemiah McDonald in his sophomore year. Last game, he only had one field goal. Majority of his points come from the charity stripe, but he was perfect in that game. But, you know, in that game, you know, it was contributing of Majette. Majette stepped up in that game tonight. Majette stepped up quietly in the first half, ended up with 12 points, and all of them come in the first half. In the second half, he's quiet, but you can be a distributor at that point. Just push the ball down low to Nehemiah. And I tell you, he was the first one to get the bucket in the second half, stop the bleeding for the Hurricanes.
Yeah, I mean, you know, Majette, just like you said, he kind of set the table, set the tone in the first 20 minutes. The second 20 minutes, it felt like the Patriots paid a little bit more attention to Agent Zero and weren't trying to really let him get off today. And as a result of that, you know, Nehemiah said, okay, I got you from here. You know, on Saturday, he didn't have the best offensive showing that he was looking for today. Much better today for Nehemiah McDonald. Again, 5 points in the first half, 14 in the second half, and he led the Hurricanes tonight with 19 points. Then after that, it's Julian LaVale with 15 points. Majette sitting on 12, all of 12 of his in the first half. Isaiah Smith with 10. Jade Braswell playing again with a dislocated finger. He had 9 points, 8 points apiece on the board for Robbie Knotts, as well as Cam Barnes. And Cam Barnes knocked down 2 threes in the second half, and he played very, very confident. 4 points on the board for Torrey Brown. And then if you look on the other side for Patrick and Henry, Petey, the leading scorer for the entire game, the game high belonged to William Jones. He had 29 points, and he was very consistent. He had 16 points in the first half. He had 13 points in the second half. And again, he was the man of the hour for Patrick and Henry. Just wasn't enough. As Nolan Prince chipped in 18 points, and I don't know how many rebounds he had, but it felt like, you know, he might have hit triple digits with as much as he was boxing folks out down there. After that, they only had one other player in double figures. That was Kenny Kidd. He had 10 points, and he scored 4 of those. He had 6 in the first and 4 in the second half. He had 8 from Jace Barrett, 5 from Davis. and then basically a singleton from Carrera, who hit a free throw in the second half.
You know, Jones, with only 4 points the other night against Guilford Tech, tonight steps in for the absence of Wes Gobble, who put up 26 in that game. Braylon Gray had a great game the other night against Guilford Tech. He put up 17. So, you know, if Jones would have had a little help from Braylon Gray, the kid out of Winston-Salem, North Carolina, if they would have had a little help from him, this game could have been a whole lot closer.
Yeah, missing Gobble tonight could have been a telltale factor. I mean, he knocked down 8 threes against Guilford Tech the other night, and you know, not to have that kind of scoring output is definitely going to hurt Dan Malloy's team. But you know, he's not going to make any excuses. You know, they come on the road with who they've got. You know, you come out here ready to win, and they were competitive and they fought hard. It just wasn't enough tonight against Louisburg, because Louisburg tonight, 2 games on the season, easily their best game of the 2.
Yes, sir. And they play again this Saturday at 4:00 against Camp Community College. P.D. Doris, I'll have Avon Thomas on the call with me this Saturday at 4:00. But our first game Saturday is at 2:00 as we welcome in the Lady Hurricanes, their first home game this season, to play against Howard Community College. But the first game of the day is at 12:00 as Wake Tech matches up with Florida State College of Jacksonville at 12:00. We got 3 games on Saturday, 2 on Sunday in the 4th annual 401 Classic. Craig, what a great game. We'll be back on call next week. And it's always good to call a game with you. And the Hurricanes are 2-0.
They're 2-0, and it's good to be back here in the Taylor Arena with you again, just like old times, and with our guy Avon Thomas here today as well. And we'll be back here Saturday and Sunday for a double dip of basketball action. So if you're in the area, you need to come on down here to the Richard Taylor Arena, get your tickets, and come see this 401 Classic. It's the 4th annual right here in Franklin County.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, Louisburg Hurricanes pick up the big victory tonight over the Patrick Henry Patriots, 88-71, improved to 2-0 on the season. You catch the Hurricanes again Saturday on Louisburg Sports Network, presented by High Level Media. Good night and God bless.
Don't need to knock on you.